Porsche 6th Carrera Cup Deutschland.
There will be lots of drama, that is for sure. The gloves are off.
Jetzt aber Attacke da vorne. Da musst du alles auf den Punkt bringen.
Oh my goodness!
Und da geht einer massiv fliegen.
What an amazing move!
Gibt's schöneren Rennsport?
Day 2 of the opening round of the season for Porsche 6th Carrera Cup Germany 2025. Good morning, everybody. A very happy Easter Sunday. Wherever you are around the world, you are welcome here to view here from Imola, the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo e Dino Ferrari. We like to call it Imola. This legendary circuit is the venue for the opening round of what is set to be an enthralling season of Porsche 6th Carrera Cup Germany. And that was proven to be the case yesterday. What a way to start the season at this circuit, which is about 4.9 kilometers around, running rather unusually in an anti-clockwise direction. We are somewhere close to Bologna, about 40 kilometers east, in fact, at the circuit named after the legendary Enzo Ferrari and his son Dino. Opened in 1953, originally with no chicanes, and of course it is a circuit that has become famous for the Formula One Grand Prix over the years. Well, you just saw the weather graphic flash up on your screen. That could be a talking point. About a week ago, they reckoned it was going to be chucking it down with rain. Then the forecast changed and has got steadily better. Yesterday was glorious hot sunshine. We were expecting the same today, and the temperatures were glorious, and it was sunny when I left the hotel this morning, but it has clouded over, and rumor has it there is rain in the air. Like we need any more random elements in what is proving to be a very, very competitive field, possibly the most competitive field we have ever seen in Porsche 6th Carrera Cup Germany, as we look at Marvin Klein, the champion of Porsche Carrera Cup France in 2021 and 2022. He is joined on the grid by the outgoing champion of Porsche Carrera Cup France and also Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. That is Alessandro Giretti, one of two Porsche juniors who joins us here for Porsche 6th Carrera Cup Germany this year. The other being Theo Overhaus, and it was Theo Overhaus who finished second yesterday because nobody could live with Robert De Haan. He started on pole position and he disappeared off, and he held that gap at the front despite safety cars, despite all sorts of things that were thrown at the drivers. It was Robert De Haan who just kept control, kept it cool, and brought it home for the top step of the podium. Theo Overhaus was in second. When you watched it on TV, one moment please, there you would have seen Alessandro Giretti coming home in third place. That it's that man there who eventually inherited third place, Alex Tauscher, because the stewards got involved. They decided that the move that Alessandro Giretti made on Alex Tauscher on the closing lap of the race yesterday was an illegal move, and he was given a 1 second penalty that moved him down into fourth place. So Alex Tauscher, although we didn't see him on the podium, he did eventually finish in third place. And Alessandro Giretti, who we see there in the mighty Schumacher CLRT Porsche, was relegated down into fourth place. In the rookie race, it was Sasha Norden who got his career in Porsche 6th Carrera Cup Germany off to the best possible start with a win. The very, very impressive Mateusz Ferreira was in second place, and the equally impressive Daniel Gregor was in third in the rookie podium. Daniel Gregor this morning was doing a rain dance. He actually fancies some of the wet stuff because he has qualified quite a long way down the grid and fancies that as a good opportunity to move his way forwards. In the Pro-Am race yesterday, it was Michael Essmann who took the win, and he moves himself to the top of the Pro-Am Championship standings. He's the first driver who's not called Søren Spreng to have led the Pro-Am Championship Championship for a long time. Søren Spreng, the defending Pro-Am champion, having something of a mare yesterday. He ended up with a DNF. Ahmed Al-Shihab, great to have him back on the grid this year. We know we've got a lot of people watching us in Q8, and they saw Ahmed come home in second place in the Pro-Am category. Third was Michael Schrey, a very experienced driver, now trying his hand in Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany, and he's shown how good he is by coming home in third place in the Pro-Am race. So there on screen is the aforementioned Mateusz Ferreira, one to watch because he is on the rookie pole for this race. If you're new to Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany, we have 3 championships. We have the overall championship, we have the rookie race, which features the rookie drivers, funnily enough, and we have the Pro-Am race. It is races within races. So the pole sitter in the rookie race, Mateusz Ferreira, who is 9th overall. The pole sitter in the Pro-Am race is Michael Schrey. He is in 24th place overall. So they are fighting for points in the overall championship, but also in their respective rookie and Pro-Am championships. The cars look majestic. It is a sold-out grid for Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany this year. There were teams that wanted to get onto the grid as guest drivers and have not been able to because we have a fully subscribed grid. That is how competitive, this is how much people want to be in this series. It is arguably the toughest single-make series in the world, and that was proven yesterday. So much talent littered up and down the grid of these cars. The full 32 Porsches now looking majestic here at Imola, a circuit that is 4.9 kilometers around with 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left, racing in an anti-clockwise direction. The roar is deafening as the cars pull out onto their formation lap, and it's Robert De Haan who leads them into Tamburello, getting the heat into the tyres and into the brakes. The next time they arrive in that corner, they will be approaching something like 125 kilometers an hour, and they'll want to have the grip and the braking ability to be able to stop the car when they get into that corner. And it is Robert De Haan who starts on pole position with Flint Scheuring alongside him. Flint Scheuring having a tough day yesterday, the outgoing rookie champion on the front row for this race though. Marvin Klein, Huub van Eindhoven on row 2, Alex Tauscher, Alessandro Giuretti, keep an eye on both of those on row 3. On row 4, Cas Havercourt and Ariel Levy. They have Matthias Ferreira and Senna van Solen behind them. Then Janis Stiak and the new Porsche Junior Theo Overhaus on row 6 of the grid. Next up on the grid behind Theo Overhaus is Mikko Askana. He impressed on his debut yesterday, the former touring car champion Colin Berninghausen. Then yesterday's rookie winner Sasha Norton has Joe Warhurst from the UK alongside him. Keanu Bloom and Rafael Redhofer next, then Sebastian Freimut. Gianluca Tucciaroglu had a tough day yesterday. Jonas Greif and Jan Seifert, then Daniel Gregor, and the pole sitter in the Pro-Am race, Michael Schrey. Ahmed Al-Shihab and Michael Esman are next with Søren Spreng, Sam Shahid all the way from Australia with Vilma Wallenstam and Emilie de Hoos are behind them on row 15 of the grid. And then bringing up the rear, it is Ahmed Al-Khouri and Daniel Roos. Both had a fairly difficult day yesterday. Daniel Roos finishing in the gravel trap. Will be looking to make amends for that in this, the second race of the season. It is a 16-race season for Porsche 6th Carrera Cup Germany, a series that is in its 36th season and continues to be the one that everybody wants to be in. This is the shop window that many drivers are able to shine in. We see on the World Endurance Championship program that the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany is sharing this weekend. So many drivers in World Endurance who cut their teeth in Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany and have gone on to greater things. The Carrera Cup also supporting the DTM program this year, and again, many drivers in DTM who cut their teeth in Porsche 6th Carrera Cup Germany. So these cars all identical, 510 brake horsepower, the Porsche legendary 911 GT3 Cup car based on the 992 generation. Absolutely no ABS, no traction control. This is all about driving talent. The cars all identical. The cream rises to the top in this class. And that is why we love it. There's no BOP, no pit stops. It's all about raw talent. And now the cars just working their way round at the back of the pack already. Robert De Haan has been stationary on that pole position for a while. The nerves are jangling. You can see it in people's eyes. Everybody getting ready now as we are about to see over 16,000 combined brake horsepower of Porsche energy unleashed, because the eyes are now going to be looking to those 5 red lights on the gantry. And in a few moments when they go out, it will be 30 minutes of racing plus 1 lap. We have the clearance. The noise is deafening. Race 2 of the season is go. A good start for Robert De Haan. Flint Schuring slotting into that 2nd place. The car's heading towards Tamburello for the very first time. This is where the preparation of the grip of the brakes as they head into that first corner pays off. They all make it around that first corner. A lot of opportunities to jostle for positions, to gain those valuable places. The field is so competitive. Alessandro Giretti, you just saw him ducking out of the queue. He was a man who was looking frustrated yesterday, looking impatient. Marvin Klein putting pressure onto Flint Schuring for that. The car's coming through now. Up the hill they come, out of turn 7, the steep climb up. But as it was yesterday, it's Robert De Haan who leads the way. Car 12 under investigation for a jump start. That is Flint Schuring. That could be significant. The 2nd place car under investigation by our race stewards for a possible jump start. We'll keep one eye on that. But very much as you were at the moment, Robert De Haan with Flint Schuring close behind him. That looked like Sasha Norton going off wide on the corner. Was it? Yes, it was. The 21 car. So Sasha Norton, yesterday's rookie winner, having a tough time out on turns 11 and 12. He rejoins back in the pack, but he's lost positions as a result. The rest of the cars bumping over the curbs and continuing on their way as we get ready to complete the first lap of the race. Robert De Haan, the race leader. Flint Schuring in 2nd place. Marvin Klein in 3rd. Good start from Huub van Eindhoven. He's in 4th place. Then Alessandro Giretti, Cas Havercourt, Senna van Serlen, Alex Tauscher. Then our leading rookie driver, Mateus Ferreira, in 9th place. Theo Eberhaus, a long way back by his standards, down in 10th place, as is also the case for Ariel Levy in 11th and Janis Stiak. Then Mikael Askiner in 13th place ahead of Colin Berninghausen and Keanu Bloom. The rest of the cars now bumping over the curbs as they complete this lap. Out towards turn 5 we come once again. Variante Villeneuve, and then it'll be into Tosa, turn 7 as they head up the hill, picking up as much curb as they dare. These cars are built in such a way they can absolutely throw them over the curbs, getting them airborne. So up they come. From Tosa towards Piratella, once again, Senna van Serlen now with Alex Tauscher challenging him for position. Senna van Serlen in 7th place, Colin Berninghausen there as well as he fights with Mikael Askiner. So Senna van Serlen yesterday was fighting and defending for all he's worth. He's in that 7th place at the moment. Alex Tauscher, podium finish yesterday, likes to do his talking on the track, just getting on with it. 2nd place, Flint Schuring, looking increasingly vulnerable to Marvin Klein. Schuring, who won the Porsche Sprint Challenge Southern Europe Championship over the winter, coming into this championship as Sasha Norton hanging the back end out as he comes around the corner. Schuring coming in as a pre-season favourite for this championship, but has really struggled a bit for pace in the Schumacher CLRT car over the last couple of days. At the moment in that 2nd place, but Marvin Klein really attacking him. Ariel Levy now with but Theo Overhaus picking up a slipstream along the pit straight. They will come, but Ariel Levy defending as much as he dare. He's allowed one change of direction under braking, and that is all he's allowed. Into the corner they come. Theo Overhaus looking to have the pace, slotting in front of the GP Elite car. GP Elite struggling with the setup this weekend. In the background, Janis Stiak as well. So once again, the car's running as one. Is Ariel Levy coming back? Janis Stiak trying to follow through. Brilliant stuff from Ariel Levy, the Israeli driver fighting that position back. Now Theo Overhaus has to do all that work once again. This is for 10th place. Keep an eye on the Hadeka Racing. Mikkel Azkena in his debut season in Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany. 2 wheels on the grass, but he keeps the power on. Janis Stiak, new Porsche Carrera Cup Middle East champion in the background. Colin Berninghausen also there as well. He's a man with a lot of pace. He's looking to challenge these cars as well, but Ariel Levy coming back from that challenge from the Porsche Junior and making it stick once again in that 10th place. What a fight this is. Up ahead of them, Mateusz Ferreira in 9th place, but he's well clear of this battle that you're watching. A gaggle of cars behind Ariel Levy. Again, Theo Overhaus bumping over the curbs, just following Ariel Levy as close as he can, ready to pick up a slipstream and try to make the move. Looking to the outside into turn 19, the final corner, and then it's going to be out into Variante Bassa onto the pit straight. There's Rafael Renhofer, one of the up-and-coming superstars in GT racing, to the inside of Ahmed Al-Shihab. So another driver making good progress as he tries to move his way up into 25th place. We move further forwards there. Colin Berninghausen at the back of that queue in 14th place. Mikkel Azkena. I'll just remind you, this is his first ever Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany weekend. He is a massively experienced touring car racer, the 2022 World Touring Car Champion. But this is a very different discipline, but he's taken to it like a duck to water. And Hadeka Racing have provided him with a car that is very rapid indeed. But at the moment, Ariel Levy has them all covered off. It is only 10th place, but boy, is he holding on to it. Look at Colin Berninghausen challenging Janis Stiak now. So Colin Berninghausen challenging for that 13th place to the inside. Janis Stiak in a new team for this year for target competition. He yields and gives out that place. And now Colin Berninghausen moving up a position. So Janis Stiak relegated a position down into 14th. There's our race leader, Robert De Haan, as was the case yesterday, just getting out in front, opening up a small gap and controlling the pace of the race. Not wanting to take too much out of the tyres and too much out of the car too early on in the race. Second place, not so easy. Flint Schuring with Marvin Klein monstering him all the way around the circuit. Around turn 19, once again, it'll be flat out now along the pit straight. Will Marvin Klein be close enough to pick up a slipstream, to use the side draft to get past him as they head in towards Tamburello? They're going to be reaching speeds of about 270 kilometers an hour in 6th gear, pulling about 8,200 RPM. Then the heavy braking into Tamburello. 3rd gear corner taken at about 125 kilometers an hour. Turns 2, 3 and 4 all linked together at Tamburello. Then it's back on the accelerator up into about 4th gear, about 165 kilometers an hour into Variante Villeneuve. But still, Flint Schuring holding on, holding off the pressure of Marvin Klein. Flint Schuring, not a driver who's one to make lots of mistakes. That is the same for Ariel Levy. Theo Overhaus using all the experience that he can draw on. But keep an eye on Colin Berninghausen, looking very eager in that green car. Look at this. Flint Schuring sliding around the corner, just struggling for traction at the rear, bumping across the curbs. Still, Marvin Klein in that position, still trying to hold on. It's Flint Schuring to that 2nd place. So there's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, in 4th place, Hu van Eindhoven just quietly getting on with the job. He's got Alessandro Giretti behind him, the other of the Porsche juniors. And then Cass Havercourt just behind him. It's still Mateus Ferreira who leads the rookie race. Joe Warhurst from Great Britain up into 17th place and second in the rookies. So if the race finished now, it would be a podium for him in the rookie race. Third in the rookies is Sasha Norden. In the Pro-Am race, it's still Mikael Schrei who leads the way. Zoran Spreng second in the Pro-Am race. And Ahmed Al-Shihab in third. Mikael Esman a long way back. The incident involving car 21, I believe that's the jump start, is referred to the stewards. No, sorry, that was Sasha Norden going off. Beg your pardon, I've seen nothing more on Flint Schuring on my timing screen. We know he was under investigation, but I've seen nothing to indicate there is any penalty at the moment. We'll keep one eye on that. Second place, Flint Schuring with Marvin Klein. So Sasha Norden also having been referred to the stewards for an investigation. So here comes our race leader, lovely slow-mo, just hustling the car across the curbs, getting airborne. They build them strong at Porsche. He's holding the lead of the race by about 1.4 seconds. Robert De Haan, who has been driving so smoothly and so perfectly in both free practice and qualifying, and now in both the races as well. What can Flint Schuring and Marvin Klein do about the car that's leading the way? Because at the moment, well, the gap is down by about 4/10, but Robert De Haan not looking in any way vulnerable at all. 1.39 seconds now, we're back up to 1.4, the gap between first and second place. There's first, just disappearing off your screen, and there is second place. The fight still continues. Flint Schuring, Marvin Klein, then a gap back to Hu van Eindhoven, and there's a lockup for one of the target cars, and just trying to see who that is that locked up there. Certainly one of the target cars going deep into the corner. I think it was Jan Seifert who locked it up. You saw the plumes of smoke flat spotting the tyres. Now along the pit straight we come once again. There's Colin Berninghausen in the green car challenging for position. So Colin Berninghausen, he's all the way down in 17th place. So he's had a problem. Keanu Bloom just ahead of him. So we saw Berninghausen challenging with the queue of cars up ahead of him earlier on, but he's dropped a long way back. Suddenly, he's fighting with Joe Warhurst. Warhurst, who's got Sasha Norden, yesterday's rookie winner, also there as well. So that'll be for second place in the rookie podium, but second place in the race still as you were. But how much longer can this go on for? Flint Schuring looking more vulnerable. The back end of the car stepping out as he heads into the corner. He leaves a gap on the inside. He's able to shut the door. Marvin Klein in that third place, getting impatient. He wants to get past. He wants to get after Robert De Haan, who's leading this race and breaking clear now, over 2 seconds clear at the front of this race. Here we go, second, third, and then a gap, third and fourth. Two battles that have been raging on as we get towards the halfway point of the race. Still as you were, the Imola circuit, hard to overtake here. Just positioning the car in exactly the right place. That's exactly what Flint Schuring is doing out of turn 19 once again. But this is the best overtaking opportunities. They head along the pit straight once again in the slipstream as they head towards turn 1. Further back, there's Keanu Bloom, then Colin Berninghausen, trying to come back from what has clearly been an issue earlier on. Then it's Joe Warhurst there, Sasha Norden. Behind them, Daniel Gregor in 19th place. He was frustrated with his qualifying yesterday, and he was looking to just push forwards as much as he can. Colin Berninghausen now pulls alongside Keanu Bloom. Keanu taken out in an incident that was not of his own fault yesterday. Loses that position. Colin Berninghausen, the back end sliding around Tamburello. Keanu Bloom with his bumper very close as well, but Berninghausen breaking clear. So now up into 15th place. Joe Warhurst has seen how it's done. He's going to try and have a go at Keanu Bloom as well, but Sasha Norden wants to make a challenge. So if Joe Warhurst doesn't make this stick, he does though. To the inside of Keanu Bloom. Bloom slows down. That allows Sasha Norden through. Joe Warhurst losing a position as a result of that. Sasha Norden, he bided his time, and suddenly Joe Warhurst sees the red and white car go sailing through. Suddenly now he has Daniel Gregor for company. The two drivers who are great friends off the track. Don't ever see them in go-karts because I'm told there's quite a lot of contact. They can't get away with that here because Daniel Gregor and Joe Warhurst fighting for that 17th place, fighting for the last of the podium positions in the Rookie Championship. At the moment, it's advances Joe Warhurst, but Daniel Gregor, the man with the bit between his teeth, trying to move his way forwards. Keanu Bloom down to 19th place. That's Theo Overhaus with a massive lock-up into the corner. So that's let Mikael Azkana go through into 11th place. So a lot of drivers struggling in the braking point as they head in towards turn 18 at Revianza. Now along the pit straight we come once again. The fight for 11th place. Mikael Azkana, Theo Overhaus, Janis Stiak. Janis Stiak, who's had a fairly quiet weekend by his standards. He took his first race win last year in Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany. He dominated Porsche Carrera Cup Middle East over the winter, and very much a pre-season favourite for the championship, but at the moment down in 13th place, not what he was thinking of when he arrived here at Imola earlier this week. Robert de Haan leading the way. We are now at the halfway point of the race. So Robert de Haan is the leader. Flint Schuring has broken clear a little of Marvin Klein in second place. Then it's Huub van Eindhoven, then Alessandro Giretti. Cas Havercourt is there as well. Selevan Sturlen and Alex Tauscher. Then Matheus Ferreira leading the Rookie Championship ahead of Ariel Lavie, leading the rookie race, should I say. Mikael Stray is the leader in the Pro-Am race. Søren Spreng still in second. Now some wonderful replays of our race leader. Well, he's got two wheels in the air going across the corner and now doing it for the other side as well. Across the curbs they come. Great slow motion shots. You can see that Robert de Haan is not resting on his laurels, but he's got a 2.5 second lead now over the battle for second place. Flint Schuring looks to have got the better of Marvin Klein at the moment, but maybe Marvin Klein is just waiting, getting the tyres back into the window before he makes his challenge. There's Theo Overhaus. We saw him have that big lock-up. He's down in 12th place now, vulnerable to Janis Stiak in 13th place. Just behind them, Sebastian Freimut, and I have to say, Sebastian, by my reckoning, a driver who has found some real pace this year, having moved to target competition. Certainly looking very rapid yesterday. Here they come. Theo Overhaus in 12th place, 13th and 14th, nudged up behind him, ready to jump if they get that opportunity. Theo Overhaus, the new Porsche Junior, and there is Daniel Gregor. He's had an excursion across the gravel. A bit of grass track racing going on there, a lot of grass on the radiator at the front. He's able to rejoin, but that would have lost him some positions. And that would have taken the pressure off. I was going to say taken the pressure off Joe Warhurst, but Warhurst down in 19th place at the moment. So there's a lot of place changes going on up and down the pack. And there's a driver heavily into the barrier. Now, who is that? That is Daniel Gregor, I think. Is that Daniel Gregor? He's okay, but this is almost certainly going to bring out a safety car. And yes, it is. Daniel Gregor, a big impact into the barrier. You can see the car heavily into the tyre wall. Fortunately, he's all okay because we've seen him getting out of the car, but this is going to bring out the safety car. It does that. So the cars are back to a reduced pace into single file, but a very dramatic moment for Daniel Gregor. So this is an opportunity for the drivers just to slot into single file, to regather themselves, to allow the tyres maybe just to cool a little. So Robert de Haan is the leader, Flint Schuring in second, then Marvin Klein, but a big impact for Daniel Gregor. Just looking, I think that was over at Aqua Minerale that happened. The car just locking up, and I'm wondering if he was having an issue with his brakes, because it wasn't the first lockup we saw him have. And the car going very rapidly into the tyre barrier. We saw the driver's door open. I imagine that the impact will have given him a bit of a jolt, but pleased to see that he was able to open the driver's door. So hopefully all is okay, but very important that we get the car to safety, and more importantly that we get Daniel to safety. So car 15. And in fact, that is the first retirement from the race. Such a competitive field, and there is Daniel getting out of the car. Well, that's the best news of all, that he's okay. That was a massive lockup. Kiana Bloom was just behind him, but there was no contact there. And you can see the car just heading to the scene of the accident very quickly indeed. And Acqua Minerale, they're approaching that corner at about 160 kilometers an hour. It's a heavy braking section into 11, 12 and 13. Normally taken, going into the sequence of corners in third and then coming out in about second. Cars just filing into the right order. Of course, behind the safety car, absolutely no overtaking is permitted, obviously. The car's slotting into single file. So the drivers will have an opportunity just to breathe slightly, just to maybe get the tyres into the right window. It is a science in itself. Michelin makes some wonderful tyres for these cars. Right, so over the start. Now we saw that Flint Schuring was under investigation for a jump start. Looking at that picture, oh, he's a long way back in his box. So if anything, he was disadvantaged at the start. That was Raphael Renhofer, who was very slow out of the blocks at the back. But certainly, from what I could see, nothing that would indicate a jump start for Flint Schuring. But of course, the race stewards have a much better view and a lot more data than I do. That was the sight of 32 cars filing their way through Variante, Tamburello, and now towards Villeneuve. There was a bird running for safety. Good job there, chap. Across the curbs we go. And all the cars fighting for position. And I have to say, 10 out of 10 to these drivers, because we have such a high level, particularly of young chargers, such a competitive field, the most competitive field I think we've ever seen in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. And to get all of these cars through these tricky corners without incident is an absolute result and a real credit to every one of these drivers who are just driving so sensibly. They want to get those positions, and on the opening lap, that is your opportunity, as we're looking at the 69 car of Ahmed Al-Khouri, and he had a little bit of a moment earlier on. Right, there's Daniel Gregor's car. That'll go back to the workshops of Team 75 Bernhard, of course, Timo Bernhard. The team is named after, but it's his sister, Jennifer Leising, who operates that team, and they prepare a very rapid car. But they're going to have some work to do on that one. I should think that was a bit of damage done with that impact into the barrier. And once again, our thanks and congratulations to our production team for giving us such wonderful pictures of these cars and getting some great perspective of how hard these drivers are having to hustle them. Every last thousandth of a second counts in Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany. The cars are all identical. They're all on the same tyres. They all have very restricted setup options. I would also mention the cars are running on a new synthetic fuel, a fuel that is called DTM Pro Climate, and very much looking to reduce CO2 emissions in motorsport. And Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany are using this synthetic fuel in all of their races this season, along with their partners, the ADAC, who are using the fuel in DTM, GT Masters and GT for Germany. So very much with eyes to the climate. And now, with 7.5 minutes remaining, our eyes are on the safety car because the lights are out. That is the indication. The safety car is in. It peels off into the pit lane. So Robert De Haan currently up at Riviazza at the moment. He is controlling the pace. He's able to weave. He can't just brake unnecessarily, but he can control the pace. Flint Schering is laser sharp focused on the blue and white car in front of him. He's almost pushing him around the corner, but he can't overtake him until they get to the start-finish line. Behind them, Marvin Klein as well. Now Robert de Haan decides to hit the accelerator. It's his decision when to go, but Schering has anticipated it well, as has Marvin Klein. Who Van Eindhoven, they're in fourth place, has dropped back a little. The 1, 2, 3, all slipstreaming together. The noise is deafening as they come past the pits. Now in towards turn 1, they will come, and in towards Tamburello, the big snake of cars. Are we going to see a challenge? Flint Schering will know this is his best opportunity to try and get past Robert de Haan, but the number 46 car has looked dialed in all weekend. 6.5 minutes plus 1 lap remaining of this race. Here come the cars up towards the corner. They come. Senna van Serlen defending like mad from Alex Tauscher. Also there, Ariel Levy as well. Behind Ariel Levy is Matthias Ferreira as well. A lot of blue and white target cars. Right, up the hill we come once again. There's de Haan, Flint Schering. The 1, 2, 3, breaking clear slightly. Now Senna van Serlen and Alex Tauscher. It's Tauscher who's making the move. Tauscher, man on a mission. Ariel Levy trying to follow through on his shirt tails. But it is Tauscher who's made the move stick. So Tauscher up to 7th place. Senna van Serlen coming back hard. Ariel Levy there as well. Matheus Ferreira behind them. Also Mikko Azkena. Theo Overhaus after that lockup earlier on in the queue, ready to fight. Robert de Haan's broken clear at the front. Once again, Flint Schering not able to find the legs to get past the number 46 car that is prepared by Proton Huber Competition. I know that Christoph Huber, team boss, is watching this from Spa-Francorchamps, where he's also got cars on track, and he will be cheering like mad. Senna van Serlen with a lock up into the corner, an opportunity for Ariel Levy. He ducks to the inside. Colin Berninghausen onto the gravel, loses a handful of places. He was in 14th place. He's going to be dropping a long way back as a result of that. There's Kiana Bloom on the outside there as well. Right, Ariel Levy now out along the straight they come. Senna van Serlen trying to steal that position back. Mikko Azkena alongside the Porsche Junior. Nobody is a respecter of titles here. They're all fighting for every position. Azkena making it stick. What an amazing move. Mikko Azkena, I will remind you, this is his first ever weekend in Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany, and he's just put one over the Porsche Junior. Into the corner comes our race leader once again, Flint Schering, Marvin Klein. Doesn't look like the 1, 2, 3's got much that could change at the moment. Sebastian Freimer challenging Sasha Norden. Sasha Norden second in the rookie race. He can afford to let Freimer through, and he'll still remain second in the rookie race. Our rookie leader is still Matheus Ferreira. He's in 13th overall. Second in the rookies, Sasha Norden. Third in the rookies is Joe Warhurst. The leader in the Pro-Ams is Mikael Schreis. Second in the Pro-Ams, Mikael Esman, and third in the Pro-Ams, Ahmed Al-Shihab. If things finish as they are, it'll be Mikael Esman who will remain at the top of the championship in the Pro-Ams. If things remain as they are now, Robert de Haan will have extended his lead at the top of the overall championship. We have 3 3/4 minutes remaining, plus 1 lap of this race 2 of a 16-race season for Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany, the toughest championship that there is. These cars all fighting for every last point. Theo Overhaus trying to position the car as best he can to defend that 11th place. Janis Stiak is there. Then the rookie leader in the number 27 car, Matheus Ferreira, in 13th place overall. But the rookie leader, Sasha Norden, despite all the dramas, in 14th place. Cas Havercourt challenging Alessandro Giretti. This is for 5th place. Giretti, the other of the Porsche Juniors, in 5th place. Had a difficult day yesterday. He started on the front row, did not get away, had issues with the clutch, then picked up a penalty on the last lap, finished off the podium. Mikko Azkena now moving up yet another position into 9th place, moving past Senna van Serlen. Cars getting together. Janis Stiak up on the 2 wheels. On the front of that lot, Sasha Norden trying to take advantage. Sasha Norden now challenging for the lead in the rookie race. He's alongside Matheus Ferreira. So Ferreira, the 27 car, the 2 rookie leaders running absolutely side by side. The blue and white car, the red and white car, to the lead of the rookie race goes Sasha Norden with less than 2.5 minutes remaining. Sasha Norden up into 12th place. demoting Mateusz Ferreira down into second place in the rookie race. Behind them, Janusz Stiak, not in this battle. Then Sebastian Freimuth, then Keanu Bloom, then third in the rookies, Joe Warhurst, but he's got Rafael Renhofer behind him. There is Sam Shaheen, who comes all the way from Australia, a 30-hour commute to do a bit of grass track racing. He will not be happy about that. He's able to continue. He's in fourth place in the Pro-Ams, 29th overall. Robert De Haan, a minute and 3/4 remaining, has opened up his gap to 1.3, 1.6 seconds over Flint Schuring, who has been defending from Marvin Klein for the last 28 minutes. Still holding on to that second place, but Marvin Klein has not given up. Now this is his big challenge, maybe his last opportunity. He looks to the side of Flint Schuring. Schuring positioning the car exactly where it needs to be into Tamburello towards Villeneuve as well. Still holding on to that second place. Marvin Klein drops back. Has he got anything else that he can do? Meanwhile, in the rookie race, Sasha Norden has Mateusz Ferreira breathing down his neck, trying to monster him into a mistake. But Sasha Norden, the more experienced of the two pilots, we saw him take in his first ever win in Porsche Carrera Benelux last year, sliding the car around the corner. Janusz Stiak sees his teammate in front, he sees his teammate behind. He wants to get past. Now Joe Warhurst going wheel to wheel, Colin Bernighausen. This is for 17th place. Joe Warhurst in the blue and black car. So into the corner we come once again, still very much as you were. Black and white flag has been shown to cars 33 and 36 as Mikael Schrei and Rafael Renhofer. That is a warning for potentially track limits. So we're into, can you believe it, the last 20 seconds of timed racing. So it'll be what remains of this lap plus one more, as long as the car, the car of Robert De Haan doesn't cross the line before the clock strikes a 0. So clock is ticking down, just looking to see where De Haan is at the moment. He's into turn 19. Is he going to hit the line before the clock strikes 0? No, he's not. So we are, I believe, about to start the final lap of the race. Joe Warhurst goes spearing off into the gravel. All the hard work that he's done. And Rafael Renhofer sailing through. So we are on to the final lap of the race. Such a shame, Joe Warhurst, after all the hard work, relegated off the rookie podium on what will be the final lap of the race. Sasha Norden is our rookie leader, still fighting for positions. Joe Warhurst trying to come back now with Jonas Greif and Gianluca Tucciaroglu just ahead of him. But that was such a shame for Joe Warhurst. He's also got Mikael Essmann there, so he's down in 24th place, defending for all he's worth. But Mikael Essmann also sees the gap on the inside, and the Capsi coated car is able to fight off Mikael Essmann. But Essmann, who is in the Pro-Am race, does not want to get ravelled up in an accident with somebody who's fighting for the rookie title. So Keanu Bloom to the inside of Colin Bernighausen, trying to fight back. In fact, Bernighausen is trying to relieve Keanu Bloom of 16th place. So to the inside, into the corner they come. We're on the final lap of the race. There's Mateusz Ferreira, who has found a route past Sasha Norden for the lead in the rookie race. So Ferreira once again back onto the top step of the podium. But Sasha Norden fighting back, but Ferreira has found a route past. Now, did Sasha Norden make a mistake? Because now he's got Janusz Stiak in the way as well. So yesterday's rookie winner, Sasha Norden, relegated into second place. But at the moment, Robert De Haan is into the final corner and out across the line. It's 2 wins out of 2 for Robert De Haan, winning the second race of the season, snaking across the line. The rest of the cars come. Flint Schuring holding off Marvin Klein for the whole race. So there's your 1, 2, 3. Hu van Eindhoven, Alessandro Giuretti, then Cas Havercorn, Alex Tauscher, Ariel Levy, Mikko Askinen, an impressive 9th place ahead of Senna van Serven, Theo Urbaus and Mateusz Ferreira winning the rookie race, 12th overall, ahead of Janusz Stiak. Sasha Norden 2nd in the rookies, and a win yesterday. That's a pretty good result. Sebastian Freimuth ahead of Keanu Bloom, and Rafael Renhofer taking the last of the podium positions in the rookie race. Such a shame for Joe Warhurst. He'd held on to that third place in the rookies all race long, but for an incident on coming into the last lap. Warhurst able to come back to 24th place and fourth in the rookies, but certainly he'll be disappointed with that. Spectacular stuff once again. Porsche 6th, Carrera Cup Germany never disappoints. Really, really impressive. But Matheus Ferreira, watch out everybody, there's a new kid on town, the Brazilian driver for Target Competition. Really, really mixing it. I would say Sasha Norden, the more experienced of the two, but both brilliant drivers, and you can see them giving each other the room and the respect, sliding around the corner. Norden giving Ferreira exactly the amount of space that he needs, being fair in his racing. Janis Stiak in there as well, and Sebastian Freimuth. Wow. Good stuff. Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany. We've got another 14 races of this season. Really entertaining stuff. And 31 finishers. So the only non-finisher was Daniel Gregor. We saw him have that heavy impact with the barrier. Looked like potentially a mechanical issue. The car disappearing off the track in a plume of blue smoke. But with such a high quality field, 31 cars making it to the end. I mentioned Sam Shaheen earlier. He comes all the way from Australia. A 30-hour commute to get to what he hopes will be every round of Porsche 6th Carrera Cup Germany. And if you're familiar with Sam Shaheen and his family, his brother is racing in the World Endurance Championship this weekend, and he is the promoter of the Bend Motorsport Park in South Australia, the second longest permanent racetrack in the world. The winner, though, in the Pro-Ams was Michael Schrei. I've been talking about him in ADAC GT4 Germany for many years. A hugely talented driver, a hugely talented champion as well, and now showing what he's made of in Porsche 6 Carrera Cup Germany, and in his first ever weekend in this series, taking the win in the Pro-Am category. Michael Essmann, a second place in the Pro-Ams, will, I believe, keep him at the top of the Pro-Am Championship. As we look at Flint Schuring, congratulating, I think it was Marvin Klein there, there's Robert Dehaan. A clean sweep. 2 pole positions, 2 wins. Coming into this weekend, the conversation was very much who can win this championship. Nobody seemed to have any idea who the favourite was. Well, Robert Dehaan has said, look at this, I'll tell you who the favourite is. Right, let's have a look at some of the highlights from the race. And it was Robert Dehaan who stepped off that pole position. A perfect start. Flint Schuring, who was under investigation for a potential false start, but I've seen nothing that would indicate there are any penalties there. Marvin Klein was into that 3rd place. Into Tamburello they came. Great driving, great skills. All of these drivers keeping it together, racing with respect, showing us what we're going to have this year. Ariel Levy rapidly gaining the title of Mr. Entertainer here, fighting with the cars around him. There was Sasha Norden, the driver who won in the rookie race yesterday, kept it out of the gravel after a little bit of contact into the corner, was able to regather it up, and for a while took the lead in the rookie race. Theo Overhouse been given the squeeze by Ariel Levy. There's 2 drivers that have come wheel to wheel a few times over the last couple of years. Now further back was a spinner, and that was Ahmed Al-Akouri. Theo Overhouse continued to challenge Ariel Levy, but Mikko Askiner in the 96 Hadeka car, he's only guesting here this weekend. The former World TCR champion doing a sterling job. There was Jan Safer under lockup and able to rejoin, albeit further back. And Ahmed Al-Akouri struggling a little bit with the traction, but it is his debut in the series, a driver whose debut into motorsport. Then it was Joe Warhurst getting together with the cars around him, able to rejoin, but this was a big moment. Daniel Gregor, perhaps a sign of what was to come. He went wide on one corner, then this, a massive lockup and a massive impact into the tyre barrier. The Tech Pro barrier doing its stuff, slowing the car down. Please say Daniel's all okay. He became the only non-finisher of the race, but the rookie fight went all the way to the wire. But Robert de Haan took the win in the overall race. Matheus Ferreira took the win in the rookie race, and Mikael Strei the win in the Pro-Am race. So, Imola falls silent. I have to tell you, if you've never witnessed Porsche 6th Carrera Cup Germany firsthand, it is both deafening and utterly spectacular, breathtaking racing. And there is the result. Of course, all subject to confirmation. The stewards will be looking at all incidents. The fastest lap of the race was recorded by Robert de Haan. He had an open track in front of him, a 1:43.68. For those who like the stats, but Robert de Haan very dialed in and certainly setting himself to be the man to beat in the 2025 championship. But we will be back in 3 weeks' time, the 8th to the 10th of May. We're back on the World Endurance Championship bill once again, but we are at Spa-Francorchamps, which is an altogether different experience, a much bigger circuit, arguably with a lot more overtaking opportunities as well. And I would wager that the 1, 2, 3s might be quite a bit different during the two races we have there. So we head to Spa-Francorchamps, then for the rest of the season, we're part of the DTM bill. We're at Zandvoort in the Netherlands. Then we head to Nürburgring. For the first time since 2019, we're back on the streets of Nuremberg. Then Nürburgring, the Saxon Ring, Red Bull Ring, and then Hockenheim to finish the season. But as we take one last look at Imola, we take a look at the third step of the podium. Marvin Klein onto P3. Then Flint Scheuring, second place. But Robert de Haan, once again, taking 2 wins out of 2 this year for Proton Huber competition. We'll have a representative, I believe that's Bernhard Pletz from Proton Huber competition, who also goes onto the podium to receive a trophy on behalf of the team. Podium having a very Dutch look about it with a bit of French as well. Robert de Haan has won 3 races in Porsche 6th Carrera Cup Germany, 2 of them this weekend, as Torsten Rucker, the project manager, customer sport of Porsche Germany, awards the 3rd place trophy. It's Thomas Laudenbach, the vice president of Porsche Motorsport, who presents the 2nd place trophy to Flint Scheuring. And I believe that Thomas will also present the winner's trophy. It's Thomas Laudenbach presenting the winner's trophy to Robert de Haan. Good IDs there, everybody. But Robert de Haan with a trophy, his 3rd win in Porsche's 6th Carrera Cup Germany. Apologies to the people whose names I get wrong. We'll learn that one as the season goes on. And there's the Proton Huber competition trophy being awarded as well. The team that is headed up by Christoph Huber and Christian Reed. And And now the posing for photographs before the celebrations commence. So all the drivers and the teams with the photos taken, and then anybody who has any sense at all will run for cover as the celebrations start. Oh, one more picture. And then the bottles are uncorked and the champagne will flow. What a start to the season for Porsche 6th Carrera Cup Germany. 2 races at Imola, both spectacular, but the headline, Robert de Haan, 2 wins out of 2. 100% a clean sweep. It might all be different in Spa-Francorchamps. We're going to be there in 3 weeks' time. Do not miss it. We'll see you at Spa from the 8th to the 10th of May. See you then. Bye-bye.